Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of WITM. It's time for SmackDown Live. Now, unfortunately, the premier talent and SmackDown Live team captain in 5 days at Survivor Series, Dalton Roush, will not be making his Season 4 debut on this edition of SmackDown Live, but we are going to be hearing from him because it's time to find out what SmackDown tag team and which SmackDown mid-Carter he has chosen to fight alongside him as part of Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. So let's head on over to the ring where Dalton Roush is going to be making his way down with a microphone and naming Team SmackDown Live. Last night on Raw, the captain of Team Raw, Gerald, came out and told the WWE Universe an inspiring story about teamwork, morals, and working towards your future. He then chose his team based on his said morals. You know, Gerald, I can't deny it. Your story of shattering expectations, reaching your dreams, and coming to WWE, only to continue to shatter expectations and become the Intercontinental Champion, is inspiring. Maybe one day after I hang up my wrestling boots, I'll return to Hollywood and become a director. And my first film will be entitled Geralt, My Rise from Country Boy to Champion. And it will be a hit movie, because everyone loves a good underdog story. But Geralt, I have a spoiler for you. That film, it doesn't have a happy ending. Because in the end, our hero Geralt and his band of heroes has an epic clash with the unstoppable villain who happens to go by the name of Dalton Roush. And it's at that final climactic moment that our hero Geralt realizes that sometimes dreams become nightmares, as he lays on the ground, wounded and defeated, and his weaknesses are exposed. Now, just like when I was a star in Hollywood, every great actor needs great co-stars to really make the film shine. It is no different here in the WWE. A team led by the premier talent and soon-to-be WWE Champion and the new face of SmackDown Live must have only the best teammates. And so the SmackDown tag team I have chosen is comprised of two of my toughest challengers on my way to the throne. Team SmackDown's representatives from the tag team division are Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose of The Shield. And people call me the crazy one here in WWE. Dalton, I don't know if you suffered a recent blow to the head or something, but in case you've forgotten, we don't like you. As a matter of fact, a triple power bomb sounds pretty darn good right about now. If you think we are going to be your supporting cast so you can try and get a WWE title match with our man Seth, you've got another thing coming. Like a triple power bomb, to be exact. Whoa, Dean. Hold on a second, man. While I admit, power bombing Dalton sounds amazing, if I have to face Dalton for my WWE Championship, you can bet I'll get the job done. And let me remind you, the Shield already possesses the WWE Championship and the United States Championship. When Team SmackDown wins that Survivor Series, we get a chance to complete the sweep of SmackDown and go for the Triple Crown by adding the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Rest assured, Dalton, we're not doing this to fluff your ego. You can be a wannabe face of SmackDown Live all you want, but as long as the Shield is around, SmackDown Live will always be our yard. We'll see just whose yard it is after Survivor Series when I become WWE Champion. But for now, there's still one more man to name to Team SmackDown Live. Like some of my best Hollywood co-stars, this man had to make a name for himself working in the independent scene before making it to the show. The final member of Team SmackDown Live is none other than AJ Styles. I think Dean Ambrose is right. You must have taken a bump to your head, Dalton, because I don't like you either. And hey, you four can argue all you want about whose yard SmackDown Live is, because that yard is in front of the house that AJ Styles built. And you can claim all you want that you are the new faces of SmackDown Live, but I am still the face that runs this place. But hey, after Survivor Series, when I become United States Champion, you're all invited to take part in the AJ Styles US Title Open Challenge. Especially you, Dalton. I'm always up for a good tune-up match. You all say whatever you want, because there is only one premier talent, and he is standing right here. You all are lucky I gave you the honor of being on my team. Just ask all my former co-stars in Hollywood who only became A-list actors after sharing the silver screen with me. I'm looking forward to taking all of you out after Survivor Series, but until then, let's all pretend we don't hate each other, and show Team Raw why SmackDown is the true A show, as long as we are in it. Alright, so the field is now set for the 4-on-4 Elimination Tag Team match at Survivor Series between Team Raw and Team SmackDown. Team Raw will be represented by Captain, the Intercontinental Champion Gerald, who will receive a Universal Championship match one-on-one should Team Raw win. Representing Raw's Tag Team Division, Big E and Kofi Kingston of the New Day. They will receive a Raw Tag Team Championship match should Team Raw win. And representing the Mid-Card Division of Raw, the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. He will receive a one-on-one Intercontinental title matchup against Raw Team Captain Gerald should Team Raw win at Survivor Series. Their opponents from Team SmackDown Live, Captain Dalton Roush. He will receive a one-on-one WWE Championship match if SmackDown Live wins. Representing SmackDown's Tag Team Division, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns of The Shield. They will receive an opportunity to capture the one title that The Shield does not already possess on SmackDown Live, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, should Team SmackDown win. And representing SmackDown's mid-card division, the phenomenal AJ Styles, who would take on Team SmackDown teammate Dean Ambrose for the United States Championship if Team SmackDown Live wins. So two very good teams, great choices by our captains, Gerald and Dalton Roush. That will be a great clash. Dalton will have some time to rest up and prepare for that matchup because unfortunately he is not on the card tonight for this edition of SmackDown Live, so we are going to sim. And we will get our results and our rankings update and then head over to 205 Live and see if Andrew will be in his second action of WITM Season 4. So Jinder Mahal defeated Dolph Ziggler. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch in non-title action. Real life SmackDown Women's Champion Natalya defeated Mickie James. Real life Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks. We have lots of women's action on this card. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, two of the four members of Team SmackDown Live, defeat Heath Slater and Rhino. Looks like it's a tag team and women's edition of SmackDown Live for the most part. Gable and Benjamin are going to get a victory over the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, in non-title action. Could that be a preview of the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match at Survivor Series? Alright. And we'll get you your rankings update. Starting with the SmackDown Women. Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch. Charlotte is already champion. Becky Lynch falls outside of the top 5 to number 6, but Mickie James lost as well. So Billie Kay is going to get a free 2 spots up to number 5. Becky falls to number 6. Mickie falls to number 7. Natalya defeated Mickie James. We already moved down Mickie, and Natalya moves up to number 3. Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks, so Alexa Bliss, just 5 days before Survivor Series, is going to become the number 1 contender to the SmackDown Women's Championship. And Sasha falls to number 5. In the top 5 contenders to the SmackDown Women's Championship, held by Charlotte, number 1 Alexa Bliss, number 2 Tamina, number 3 Natalya, number 4 Billie Kay, and number 5 Sasha Banks. And now the SmackDown Tag Team rankings. The Shield defeated Slater and Rhino. The Shield are already number 1 contenders, and Slater and Rhino are already at the bottom, number 5, so no change there. Gable and Benjamin defeated the Hardy Boys. That overrules the Shield's win because that's a non-title victory, so they become the number 1 contenders. And the top 5 contenders to SmackDown Tag Team Championships held by the Hardy Boys. Number 1 Gable and Benjamin. Number 2 the Shield. Number 3 the Ascension. Number 4 Gallows and Anderson. And number 5 Slater and Rhino. And now the US Championship rankings. And our only singles match of the card for the men, Jinder Mahal defeats Dolph Ziggler. Mahal's not in these rankings, but Ziggler is. He falls to number 11, near the bottom. And the top 5 contenders to the United States Championship held by Dean Ambrose. Number 1, John Cena. Number 2, AJ Styles. Number 3, Mike Kanellis. Number 4, Dalton Roush. And number 5, Samoa Joe. And now the WWE Championship rankings. Again, Jinder Mahal defeated Dolph Ziggler. Mahal moves up to number 5. Ziggler remains at the bottom, number 7. And the top 5 contenders to the WWE Championship held by Seth Rollins. Number 1, John Cena. Number 2, Dean Ambrose. Number 3, Roman Reigns. Number 4, AJ Styles. And number 5, Jinder Mahal. Now we move on to 205 Live, where we see Andrew in action on 205 Live for the second time in Season 4. And he is pictured there on The Tonight Show. And he will be in action in the main event. He's going to be taking on the previous Cruiserweight champion, Lince Dorado, and that's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. So let's kick off the show, and it's probably going to show the video package, so we'll go ahead and do that now.
Never wanted us to even come close to a chance in hell. Welcome, everyone, and thanks for coming. We're live, and as you can hear by the roar of this crowd, and ready to kick this thing off with style. Stay right where you are, because this has the potential to be one of the best nights in WWE history. Looking at tonight's card, we really do have all hands on deck for this one. Chaos will reign in our triple threat match next.
All right. To kick off 205 Live, Jack Gallagher defeats TJP and Tony Nese, with TJP taking, or rather Tony Nese defeated Jack Gallagher and TJP, with TJP taking the fall. No decision for Jack Gallagher. Rich Swann with victory over Brian Kendrick. And Mustafa Ali defeats Akira Tozawa. Apparently that is part of a rivalry. And that was a 3-star match. Or rather, it was Mustafa Ali defeating Akira Tozawa. I thought it was the opposite. Alright. And in our main event, in a hardcore Falls Count Anywhere match, it's the current Cruiserweight Champion Andrew taking on the former Cruiserweight Champion Lince Dorado. That should be a good main event. Let's get that underway. There's the bell. This match is underway. These two men have had some great clashes before, including for the Cruiserweight title. Now they take it to a new level in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And as we all know, guys,
will we see another good clash between these two men? Andrew puts Dorado in a seated position, elbow straight to the back. Andrew, springboard leg drop. May have gotten a little bit of Lince Dorado, but caught a lot more canvas than his opponent. Dorado looking for a brainbuster, but reversal by Andrew, and there's a nice neck breaker. Andrew forces Dorado to his stomach and attacks the leg.
He's not looking like himself here.
Elbow drop by Andrew.
Downward spiral.
Forces Dorado to his feet.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in.
And Snake Eyes.
Is that it can very easily mask your shortcomings.
Elbow drop by Andrew. And now Andrew looking to take flight.
Imperfect game plan.
But elects against it as Dorado starts getting to his feet. Neck breaker by Andrew. So far, it is all Cruiserweight Champion Andrew, and looking to end this match here. Rolling knee bar locked in.
That's one of the more impressive submissions in today's sports entertainment.
Nicely done.
Remember, Andrew will be defending that Cruiserweight title at 205 Live. Lince Dorado would love a win here to put himself in the conversation for that match, but his hopes may end there. There's that devastating flatline.
Be enough for him to take the victory here. Jeez, I felt.
And Dorado's going to power out at 2.5. Not very often do you see someone power out of that flatline, but Lince Dorado has proven to be one of the few men that can. Andrew looking to take flight.
Look at this. Bad move there.
Frog splash is evaded by Dorado. Is he going to finally get some offense in this match?
They're not dreaming.
Forces Andrew in a seated position. Now attacking the head of Andrew with a chin lock. And reversal by Andrew with a series of elbows. Irish whip into the corner. And clothesline and bulldog by Andrew.
Now that's a takedown. Can he do it here?
Goes for cover center ring. Does Andrew have a victory?
He isn't going to go.
No, Dorado's going to power out at 1. Andrew looking for ground elbow strikes, and they connect.
Just finish it. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
Forces Dorado up.
Or hate him if you're human.
And a reversal by Lince Dorado. Dorado attacking the head. Can he finally mount some offense in this match?
Firmly in the driver's seat after
There's
that
a
slam.
suplex by Dorado. Forces Andrew up.
Comes up big with the reversal.
But Andrew catches the leg and takes Dorado down to the mat. Forces Dorado up again. There's that rolling knee bar for second time. Center ring, nowhere to go.
You guys are.
And Dorado's going to tap out. That's going to end the match. Andrew's going to pick up some momentum as Cruiserweight Champion heading into his defense at Survivor Series. Alright, so it's going to get a so-so rating of 3 stars, still considered to be very good. Total match score of 3,508, back and forth 100, signature touch 700, memorable moment 68, heightened drama 600, move variety 2,040. So Andrew, most importantly for him, picks up some of that ever important momentum heading into his title defense at Survivor Series. Alright, and we will get you your rankings update for this edition of 205 Live. Very easy, just one belt, the Cruiserweight Championship. Tony Nese defeated TJP and Jack Gallagher in a triple threat match with TJP taking the fall. Nese moves up to number 8. TJP swapped spots with Gallagher, who took the no decision. TJP down to number 14. Rich Swann defeated Brian Kendrick. Swann moves up to number 9. Kendrick, his struggles continue. He remains at the bottom, number 15. Mustafa Ali defeated Akira Tozawa in a battle to determine the number 1 contender and most likely Andrew's opponent at Survivor Series. And it looks like Andrew will be facing off against Mustafa Ali, still number 1 contender. And Lince Dorado, he had his last chance to enter into that conversation. He's going to fall to number 5 following his loss to Andrew. And the top 5 contenders to Andrew's Cruiserweight Championship. Number 1, Mustafa Ali. Number 2, Grand Metalik. Number 3, Akira Tozawa. 4, Cedric Alexander. And number 5, Lince Dorado. And now we move on to NXT. Corey was hoping to be on Raw or SmackDown just kick off Season 4, but it will be at least another 2 months in NXT. For those of you who missed Season 3 or maybe new to WITM, in our at WrestleMania during Season 3, Corey faced off against Andrew, with the stipulation being that if Corey lost, he must go to NXT at the bottom of the rankings and remain there until he became NXT champion. His first opportunity came in the finale of Season 3, and he would come up just short becoming NXT champion. Instead, the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, would capture the NXT championship. Will Corey be in action? He will be, and it's going to be our first 8-man match in WITM history. This will surely shake up the rankings. It's going to be Velveteen Dream, Corey, Roderick Strong, Eric Young, the former champion Cassius Ohno, one of the other men who took a no decision at NXT TakeOver Houston, Oney Lorcan, the leader of the Undisputed Era Adam Cole, and Mark Andrews of the UK division. 8-man battle royal that will definitely shake up the rankings, as just one man is going to rise up the rankings. The other 7 men will fall. That should be an interesting one for episode number 4. And also, how will Corey react to coming up just short in his first opportunity to capture the NXT Championship and return to the main roster? That all will take place in episode number 4. If you are watching via YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page where there are unedited versions of the WITM episodes. Also will allow you to get caught up and watch matches like the one I mentioned, the Season 3 finale. Check out the WITM website for all the information about WITM, an application page to join WITM, and info about the characters of WITM and the history of WITM and over its first 3 seasons. Check out WITM member Andrew's page, the man you just watched wrestle here in this episode. He has a page called Andrew Spudstrong where he is going to be vlogging as he eats nothing but potatoes for a full year. Thank you all for watching, and until episode number 4, this is Corey, signing off.